Hello. Hope you're doing good. Hope you had a great week. So, for this video, I'm going to go over some stuff while I show a little walk down the cabin road that I took in the fall before we closed it up for the winter. Alright, I thought I had a decent little plan going, but I hit a chunky roadblock that I wasn't aware of before. The property that we have is actually inside of a township, which means that you need a permit to do most things, which I didn't know before, and the permits suck. You need a site plan that has to have all existing buildings and what you want to build on it, all utilities, and it has to be sized properly, and then you need a construction plan that is stamped by an actual qualified engineer, which already just sounds expensive to do. On top of that, you need to pay the actual permit fees, which are pretty ridiculous. It's like $300 to set up a temporary tent, which just seems super out of touch. It's $150 to demolish any building or part of a building. To build a deck or a dock, it's like $450 minimum, but they upcharge you based off the value of it. For a cabin or a bunkie, which is just a guest cabin, it's $1.75 a square foot of finished space, or $1.25 of unfinished space. For accessory buildings like garages, sheds, storage, anything like that, it's a $500 minimum, and the same prices as before. You have to pay to build stuff on your own land, which is just insane to me. But after a bit of research, I found that they don't actually tell you something very important because they want to squeeze every dollar out of you. So where I am, without a permit, storage sheds can be 15 meters squared, which is like 160 feet squared. It has to be for purely storage. So there's no sleeping areas, no cooking areas, nothing like that, and it has to have no plumbing in it, and it has to be a single story. Accessory structures don't need a permit if they are 10 meters square, or like 107 feet square, which is still pretty small, but still has to be no plumbing and no second story. So the current plan is to start with one of two things. Building a rack for the new solar system and getting that set up, or building a woodshed to start getting the wood going for the winter. For the woodshed, I was thinking of making it either 16 feet by 10 feet or 20 feet by 8 feet, which should hold around 8 to 10 bush cords of wood total, depending on how high we stack it. And that amount should hopefully be good for 2 years of burning all winter, but we'll only really know for sure after the first winter how much wood we actually use. After those two are done, I believe there's still maybe some repairs that need to be done under the cabin. Half of it was done a couple years ago, and the bottom was properly insulated on that half. So we just have to finish off the other half and get it insulated for the winter. Finally, I was thinking about building a small cabin on the other side of the lake, across from where we are now. I'll have to see how much space I can squeeze out without needing a permit, and if it's even really worth doing with that amount of space, but it's still very much in my mind. But that's what's going on, and that's what the plan currently is. The last part of the video is going to be the remainder of the walk that I took. I will keep you up to date if anything changes. Thanks for coming along and joining me while I figure all this stuff out. And I hope you have another great week. Thank you.